coming to the Vatican. That's what's in the news today. Is February 11th, 2013. You are watching Kababayan LA. My name is Janelle Sawyer, Kababayan in Los Angeles. But also let us not forget that we are inching closer to Valentine's Day. And so a lot of you may have been engaged from Christmas to Valentine's Day. That's, you know, they say it's the season of engagement. So if you've been newly engaged, what do you do with your career? Do you pursue a career, or do you plan to lay low on, getting into your profession? Also, if you are newly divorced as well, because this, first quarter of the year, also divorce season, as we're finding out here on the show, how do you get back into the workforce? That's today on the show as well. We have tips for you, but for now, kamustahin po natin ang mga balita. Pinoy na Pinoy, Weekend Balita. Ronnie Ligo is joining us from their Glendale newsroom via Skype to talk to us about the shocking news that shocked the world this morning. Also, as we were waking up, Pope Benedict XVI resigns. Hello, Ronnie. Welcome to Kababayan LA.
Magandang hapon po sa inyo, Janelle. As you said, the Pope Benedict XVI has resigned today. It's a shock to 1.2 billion Roman Catholics all over the world, especially the Filipinos.
He cites, Ronnie, his health as the reason for his resignation. We will remember that it's been, 600 years since a Catholic Pope has resigned, the last time that there was a Catholic Pope who resigned. Ronnie, what are your thoughts?
He's 85 years old, Sabi nila, his reasons are mental and physical. Of course, we already know that the Pope has been racked with so many scandals. At ito pong ating Roman Catholic world, because of the abuses allegedly committed by priests to young children who have served the Catholic Church. Yan po ang isa sa mga nagbibigay ng problema sa ating mga faithfuls. No? Of course, ako, kung tatanungin, I am actually a practicing Roman Catholic, although I was born Protestant, Alam naman natin, just recently here in Los Angeles, the release of 30,000 files, tens of thousands of files ng mga sinasabing abusive priests, because of they kept on hiding who committed allegedly this pedophile practice abuses against children. So ito, alam naman natin na napakalaking issues nito, and supposedly during the Vatican I, the Pope was infallible supposedly, and then Vatican II, there have been a renewal in the church supposedly, and now they're actually baka sinasabi na proposal going to another council calling for a Vatican III, so that changes in the church might take place.
Yes, Ronnie, before we get into that, Pope Benedict XVI has had, 7 very difficult years in which, like you mentioned, he's had to face a lot of scandals, a lot of controversies that rocked the Catholic Church, starting off with 2006, when Pope Benedict angered the Muslims worldwide by quoting an emperor who linked Islam and violence in a lecture. Can you talk to us about that?
Exactly. You're talking about September 12, 2006, when Pope Benedict XVI linked Muslim Islam, actually the religion of Muslims, and violence in a lecture at University of Regensburg, Germany, where he previously taught. Ang sinasabi nga niya is anything that related to Islam, yung violence is also linked to that. So, karoon ng mga criticism dyan. Of course, he apologized for what he said was a misunderstanding during that lecture.
And speaking of apology, in July 19, 2008 in Australia, humingi naman ng tawad si Pope Benedict XVI sa mga victims ng sexual abuse within the Catholic Church.
Yes, of course. Apart from Australia, Ireland, of course, here in the United States, may maraming mga abuses daw, committed by a priest. So that was on July 19th when he first apologized on behalf of the clergy.
And also, Pope Benedict XVI has issued some statements about the use of condom, Ronnie.
Yeah, March 17, 2009, sinasabi niya, the pontiff says distributing condoms in the fight against AIDS actually worsens or aggravates the problem. Kasi nga, the more if you give them condoms, the more they would practice, illicit sex or and it actually perpetuates the disease. However, a year later, November 2010, he issues another statement that condoms is okay for gay people to practice, to use, kasi this will prevent the spread of AIDS.
And those are just some of the key dates in Pope Benedict XVI's tumultuous years as Pope of the Catholic Church, Ronnie. And so what happens now? Do you think the Church will maintain the status quo, or do you think we will see radical changes in the Church?
Right. Apparently, because the College of Cardinals, 118 cardinals, 1/4 of those are Italians. Well, of course, malalaman natin kung sino talaga ang may elect nila after he steps down at the end of the month. In the Philippines, we have a very young cardinal, Luis Antonio Tagle, who is becoming very popular in the Vatican. Hopefully, an Asian or an African or even a Latino will become Pope, just because, to accommodate and to make the Roman Catholic faithful becoming worldwide, to accommodate this kind of universality in the Catholic world.
And also, one of the allegations against Pope Benedict XVI was he was being too Eurocentric daw. And also, I guess, when they vote for the next Pope, I know that the cardinals should also consider health and age when they vote for a new Pope. Because, Ronnie, diba, at age 85, Pope Benedict XVI was the oldest Pope to be elected.
Exactly, but then if you consider 600 years before the last Pope resigned, Pope John Paul II, he served as Pope until his death. Of course, in the last few waning years, he can barely move and he can barely serve as, the heir of St. Peter. So, yan din ngayon ang dinadahilan ni Pope Benedict XVI. But again, he resigned amid all the scandals and all. Remember, even his butler was accused of stealing documents from him. So, this really is a tumultuous year for the Catholic Church.
All right. Well, thank you so much. And Ronnie, I know that we'll get more information online, www.balita.com. Also, ang kanilang broadsheet paper, US Asian Post. Thank you, Ronnie. More power to you.
Maraming salamat po sa inyo.
We'll be back more in Kababayan LA. Don't go away.